Okay, so sometimes it's necessary to drill a hole through the hull, for this kind of stuff. But anyway, when you drill that hole, it's a good idea to fill it with caulking and put caulking all around the fitting. Make sure it's all watertight once it's all buttoned up together. That way, water does not get into the foam core. Other times, some people have decided not to use any caulking or anything really to protect the foam core from the elements, such in this case here. So there's like a line that goes across here to help people right the boat when it's capsized. I don't know, maybe it's easier to hold on to a rope here than it is onto this. Not sure. Anyway, but over time that rope slices through the fiberglass and the foam core, exposing more foam core, and not really a good idea. Okay, so on this one here, in this area, we had such a hole, but it was close to the buoyancy tank. Water got in there and separated the fiberglass from the foam core, and air would escape through this hole right there. We've since patched it over, so let's take a look what the proximity is. Here's our hole. There's the bow buoyancy tank, this area here. So it's separated enough that air can go from the buoyancy tank between the fiberglass and the foam core and out the hole. So that was the hole on the inside, and the hole on the outside is way bigger. So how do we do that? So to fix it, if this is the inside, it's the outside, that's the bow, forward. There's your inside skin of fiberglass, your outside skin of fiberglass, and your foam core in between. So when they drill the hole here like this, over time water collects in here and freezes, or degradation of some kind, and the inside or outside, the fiberglass separates from the foam core. In this particular case, it connected to the bow buoyancy tank, and air escaped this way out. So our fix was to enlarge the hole sufficiently so we can get a popsicle stick in there or something to make sure all the areas are coated and sealed. So we made this hole bigger all the way to the inside core, but we didn't go through the inside fiberglass. We just came up to it and cleaned all the junk off it and exposed clean fiberglass right across. We used the diamond cut carbide Dremel bit with end cut. The point of the end cut is so that when you stick it in the hole, you can cut with the tip and clean off the fiberglass here. You want to use carbide because high-speed steel and such is no good for fiberglass. It just gets worn out immediately. It's totally useless. Okay, so once we had this all cleared out, we vacuumed it. We cleaned the outside with acetone here. We sanded it, cleaned it with acetone again, so we had a nice clean surface. Mixed up some polyester resin with colloidal silica filler, nice and thick, so that when it gets pushed in, it doesn't slump out. Had somebody hold their finger on the inside there, gloved finger, so that when we were pushing it through, it wouldn't just go all over the place inside. Made sure we wetted all the surfaces here with the resin with the colloidal silica filler, and then filled the hole. We filled it so that it bulged on the outside. Okay, so once that was full, the guy still got his finger on there, went with a popsicle stick and wiped it right across. And what that does is it just, we only need that filler on the inside, we don't need it on the outside. Then we had some resin that we had prepared that did not have any filler in it, and we also had a patch of fiberglass ready to go, but the fiberglass wet the surface here with the resin, make sure it's everywhere that we wanted it to go. Stuck it on, push out all the air bubbles. Once that's on there, covered it with wax paper. Typical fiberglassing method. And when this guy has got his finger on here, when he wants to take it off, he just takes it off thusly. Could take some of this filler with him. That'd be a problem. So the solution was to wipe the finger off thusly, like that. Just wipe it off. That minimizes the chance of pulling some of that filler out. Okay, the best solution for this, really, if you want to put a line through the hull, would be to get some kind of metal through here, like that. Metal tube with flanges, and then you resin it in. You know, after you drill the hole, put some resin in there and push your tube into the resin so that none of the core is exposed, and don't have to worry about this type of problem in the future. Okay, real pain in the neck to fix. Okay.